What is good, y'all? It is the Young King Ken, and welcome to the kingdom. And today I'll be predicting this year's Nintendo E3 presentation. E3 is going to be wild, being that it will be the first E3 Direct since the start of the pandemic. So let's dive in, but before we do so, I need y'all to give this video a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for more updates. Without further ado, let's begin. And to start off, the E3 Direct is definitely going to be a long one. Maybe around 45 to 90 minutes. Yep, seems like a very good time for me to jump in. Yeah, just to let y'all know that I recorded this on Monday the 31st, so if certain things are not aligning, just throwing that out there. Alright, back to your regularly scheduled, seasoned programming. I have a lot to predict and speculate, so feel free to jump into any section that interests you. And for this first prediction, I'm gonna make this one quick because I've already done a video on this. The link is in the description. But my predictions as far as Smash Ultimate is that we'll be revealing 2 Smash characters at E3 this year. And these 2 characters will be the final characters being revealed for Smash Ultimate, as there will not be any new Fighters Passes. However, there will still be updates to the game as far as balancing goes. As for the characters, the year Banjo and the Hero were presented in the same E3 presentation, Banjo gained hype for the Western players, while the Hero gained hype for Eastern players. I feel like the same phenomena is going to happen here. For the West, I predict Crash Bandicoot, and for the East, I predict Dante from Devil May Cry. Now, Dante was not in my previous Smash prediction video, and while I've never played a Devil May Cry game, I have heard the game's popularity is insane, especially amongst Eastern players. But if you haven't already checked that video out, again, the link will be in the description. And as far as the 40th anniversary of Donkey Kong goes, hearing from various leakers and YouTubers, a possible 2D or 2.5D Donkey Kong game will be made by the team behind Super Mario Odyssey. This is a leak that I can definitely get behind, because it's been how many years since Tropical Freeze initially came out for the Wii U? About 7? And I would love to see a 3D Donkey Kong game like Donkey Kong 64, or maybe even a port of such to the eShop. I definitely agree that a new game for Donkey Kong is happening within the next year. For the 35th anniversary of Metroid, I honestly believe that we will get Metroid Prime 4 news, but I don't think Prime 4 will drop until holiday 2022. However, we will get some sort of Metroid game this year, most likely a remastered Metroid game. Even though it's unlikely, we could even get the Metroid Prime trilogy. Who knows? I wanted to group some Nintendo first party titles into one section, because I don't have too much to say about them. But I honestly believe that there will be news on Bayonetta 3 and Splatoon 3, but it won't be much. Splatoon 3 will drop in 2022, and I think the same for Bayonetta 3. And as the rumors have mentioned, this year will be huge for Kirby fans, because a 3D platforming Kirby game will be announced and will innovate the series into a new light. I honestly believe that this game will drop this holiday season. I've been wanting to talk about the Nintendo Switch revision since the rumors just came out. And I hear dogs barking. That's always good. Anywho, I feel like this situation is much like the 3D Mario All-Stars situation last year, where the rumors of a 3D Mario collection started around early 2020, only to be announced and released in September of that year. Our expectations were a little too high, but I can definitely expect a revision to the Nintendo Switch to be announced. Now, according to Nintendo, the Switch is pretty much at its halfway point, and now it's time to fix the many issues of the Switch with a revision. I keep hearing 4K upresing, native Bluetooth support, and a larger screen. Now, if this is the case, get ready to pre-order, because I believe this will either drop this holiday or spring of 2022. And while we are talking about the Switch and its features, I believe this is a good time to talk about the Nintendo Switch Online platform. I think that during E3, Nintendo will either talk about expanding the service by adding Game Boy and Nintendo 64 games, or create a virtual console-esque platform in the eShop that allows for anyone to buy games from Nintendo's history, and for Nintendo Switch Online members to get them at a discount price. Either way, we are going to hear about more of Nintendo's classics getting dropped on the Switch at E3. As for Mario related predictions, we will definitely see a new trailer for the Mario Golf game. Who knows, it may even feature a new mode that was previously unannounced. And if you're a Super Mario Party fan, this is a good year for you, because I believe that a new Mario Party will be announced. Super Mario Party for the Switch had many flaws. Some of those flaws deemed the game unplayable, especially to users who had Joy-Con drift issues, or any user of the Nintendo Switch Lite. The game requires you to use Joy-Cons, so yeah, I didn't understand that part either. But I believe a new game will fix these issues for people to continue the party when the game comes out this fall. For those believing in a Mario Odyssey sequel, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that's happening, especially not before a certain port is announced. And I'm talking about Mario Galaxy 2. As someone who has never played Mario Galaxy until 3D All-Stars, I am craving to play the sequel. I thought it was weird to leave Galaxy 2 out of the 3D All-Stars collection, but a port would be great, and a great opportunity for now that players have had a chance to play the original Galaxy game on the Switch. And if this port is announced, I predict that it should be coming out around the holiday time this year. And for the next Mario related prediction, y'all, Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U came out a week after my high school graduation. A college degree and a couple years later, I am still playing the same game. Well, on a different console, may I add. But I was skeptical about putting this game on the list because Mario Kart 8 is currently the #1 selling Switch game. The Switch port came out a month after the Switch came out, and historically speaking, only one Mario Kart outside of Virtual Console releases have been released per Nintendo console, which furthered my skepticism. I think there is a first for everything. I keep hearing in speculation videos on how Mario Kart 9 will be treated similarly to Smash Ultimate. It will be sort of a celebration of the series. This year is now or never for a Mario Kart to be announced, and I think E3 this year is the right time for that. This game, should it be announced, will be released around the time that the Switch revision comes out. So either this holiday or next spring. And finally, I want to talk about the Legend of Zelda 35th anniversary briefly. I have already done a video on this. The link is in the description. But because of how poorly aged that video is going to be with the announcement of Skyward Sword HD, I would like to make some revisions to my predictions. The first of which being about the Breath of the Wild sequel. There will definitely be news announced at E3, but I think the game will be released either in the late holiday season or spring of next year. Most likely around the time that the Switch revision is being released. Next are some more releases. The Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess will get HD ports to the Switch, but I think they will be announced in 2 separate packs. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in one, and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess in another. Both will drop periodically throughout the year. And I should also mention that there is a good chance that the Legend of Zelda 35th anniversary will either get its own section of the Direct, like Smash did a couple years back, or its own dedicated Direct. But I wanted to put this in the video just in case. And plus, there is more to the prediction for the 35th anniversary, and the videos in the description. And these were my predictions for this year's E3 Direct. What are your predictions? Do you agree with my points? Comment below. I will be doing a reaction to the E3 Direct, but it won't be live due to work. I will either release it the night of or the following day. So check out my Twitter and Instagram to stay updated. And during the day of the Direct, I will do my absolute best not to be spoiled. May have to turn off notifications and all that. But anywho, also like this video and subscribe and hit that notification bell for even more updates. But for now, I will need y'all to keep the kingdom seasoned, y'all.